Hey guys, and welcome back to episode 94 of Glory Hunter. We're returning today with 5 big games in the Premier League, including both Spurs and Manchester United at home. But we start off away at Brentford at the G-Tech, and they've started the campaign off very well indeed. So this is going to be a tough game. We've not got anything else to go over before we kick off today, so let's just jump straight into this first game, Brentford away at the G-Tech. Here we are at the G-Tech then, in the lovely third kit that every time we play in I say how much I love it. It's like the green kit Alon's all over again. One change to the side today with Kvaratskhelia ruled out. Took a little knock in the previous game, only ruled him out for 5 days, so luckily not a bad injury, but he will miss our trip to London here. So Brennan Johnson's been moved out to the left wing, and Morgan Gibbs-White comes into Johnson's role in the middle, as he's done well in the games that he's played. First effort of the game there from MGW, but he hits it over the top of the crossbar. Brentford looking to create the first real opportunity of the game here, and they've worked it inside brilliantly. Shot comes in, and what a save that is by Mendes. Great chance. Strand Larsen denied. Should really have been 1-0 to the home side. Brentford started really well here, looking to create another chance. They've had the only real chance of the game, and that was for Larsen a few moments ago. Well saved by Mendes, but all the pressure down this end of the pitch at the moment, not something we've really experienced with Forest so far this season. Shot comes in again, and Torres this time in the way. Can we spring a quick counter? We are brilliant at going from back to front. Khephren bringing it forward into midfield, engaging the defence. Now Gibbs-White. Oh, I couldn't get it back to Khephren. Great chance. And maybe if that was Johnson in that position, we would have found ourselves through on goal. End-to-end stuff though. Brentford now coming forward. Brian hasn't got there. It's a great ball through. And Mendes again with the save, and Torres can clear. Brentford creating all the opportunities in this first half. And Nottingham Forest, for the first time this season, having to hang in there. And the shot is blocked behind off Romero. Late Brentford corner. It's a good ball in, and it's off the line brilliantly. And the rebound will be cleared away. 0-0 at the break, and we are lucky to be tied at 0-0. Off the line by, I think it was Austin Bryan at the near post. And Brentford should really have found the opener in that first half. Well, we need to sort it out in this second half. We were really, really poor. Worst half we've had in the whole of this season so far. I've made a slight little tactical switch with Johnson coming back infield to his natural position. Involved in the build-up here, and Adeyemi hits the woodwork. Gibbs-White now moved out to the left, will pick up the loose ball into Kenneth Taylor, and Adeyemi again, this time goes to the near post. And against the runner play, Nottingham Forest have the breakthrough. It's Karim Adeyemi once again. And that slight little tactical change may have paid dividends. Good ball by Torres into Joseph. Seems to be loads of space for our Senegalese forward, and he's going to get the return here. Joseph, can he pick out Khephren? He can. And Khephren Thuram does it again from midfield. This guy is an absolute beast. He is so good. Gets through so much work, and he's cropping up with so many goals and assists. Joseph back to Khephren, and that may just do it for Forest. Brentford looking to come forward here. Got an overlap down this right hand side. Rodriguez still on the ball, plays it infield. It's brilliant build up, and oh, it's a penalty. What is the keeper doing as well? It's a penalty to Brentford, and I think we may have had the goalkeeping glitch, which we saw. Oh, it's a red card for Austin Bryan as well. Maybe this game's not over. We saw the glitch previously in the French league. It may even have been in the cup, but a penalty. And sent the wrong way, Mendes. Brentford back into it, and Nottingham Forest down to 10 men. Ziegler has Taylor in support, and surely now we kill the game off. Is Leahy, and it is 3. It's straight through the right back turned goalkeeper, Kiana Hoover. It probably wouldn't have affected the result too much, but it does mean that we will pick up the 3 points. Lay rounds it off at the end, and a bit of a bittersweet victory. Well, I have no idea what causes that weird glitch. It's something to do with the AI making subs, but you can see Brentford were really good in that game. We edged them on XG, but to be honest, they were really good, had some great chances, and yeah, probably feel a little bit hard done by to be losing 3-1, but another 3 points for Forest, and despite the weird circumstances, we march on. Back to matters at the City ground then, and one change for us with the suspended Austin Bryan coming out for Josip Stanisic. Really good replacement for that kind of right-sided centre-back / right-back position. He can definitely do that job with ease. And now, can we spring an attack? Taylor. Johnson, lovely flick round the corner to the Georgian. And Kvaratskhelia driving into the penalty area. Still the Georgian gets the effort wrong at the end. Khephren. And he has Karim Adeyemi storming down the right-hand side into the penalty area. Adeyemi across, and somehow it stayed out. Brilliant defending by the Norwich man. Still the away side come forward. Man over. Is that onside? It's not. We've been saved by the flag. Pau Torres just stepped up in time, and Alan Virginius denied. Brennan into Joseph. Oh, lovely pass to Kvaratskhelia. Can he finish this time? He can. Had the earlier opportunity, which he put wide of the post, but Kvaratskhelia bends home after a lovely assist by Joseph. And Nottingham Forest take the lead again. Lovely little skill pass. Kvaratskhelia in behind, bends it past the keeper. Left-footed outswinger, should be cleared by Taylor. It's going to fall at the back post. It's a brilliant save and cleared away by Khephren Thuram. Well, we do lead going into the second half, but it's not been particularly convincing from us. And Stanisic can't clear. Romero puts his foot through it and actually finds a brilliant pass to Brennan Johnson, who's got the pace to get away from new West Ham signing Mavropanos. Lay in the middle, and somehow he's not got a touch on it to make it 2. And now Garnacho in behind Josip Stanisic. Oh, and Stanisic has been beaten again. Torres with the foul. And it's going to be another penalty given away by Forest. 2 in 2 games. Thought I could get there on the slide. Maybe should have just stood up. And Garnacho brought down. And Norwich have the chance to bring it level. Alan Virginius. This time saved by Mendes. It's the same way as the Brentford man went, but this time Virginius is denied by Mendes at full stretch. Brilliant save. Poor ball that into Thuram, who's fouled his man, but he's bounced back up and got it out to Alejandro Garnacho. Stanisic does well. Mendes has come a long way and not got there. And still Norwich come forward. Ball into the middle. And Chilwell will put it behind for the corner. You can see it flashed up pretty quickly, but that stat in the top left. Norwich have strung a lot more passes together than us today. And we have really struggled at times. Norwich still seeking an equaliser, and that's going to be a free kick there. Chilwell with the foul, who has already been booked, but gets away with it for now on his final warning. It's a good ball in, and the keeper's not come, and Norwich have equalised. That should have been Mendes' ball in my opinion. And it's Trevor Chalobah who heads Norwich level, and they are on course to be the second team to take points off us this season. It's a good ball in, but it's hung up in the air, and Mendes starts to come, then heads home. Taylor doesn't get a touch in front of Chalobah, and Norwich, who, to be fair to them, deserve a goal and something from this game, are back on level terms. Still we play on, and there is the whistle. It's a 1-1 draw, and as I mentioned, for just the second time this season, we have been held to defeat. We've still not lost though, we're still unbeaten, and fair play to Norwich. They came here and put up a real good fight. Both games in this episode have been absolute crackers. So we've made it through the international break and into our third game of the episode. If the first two are anything to go off, I wouldn't be going anywhere because they were both absolute crackers. Brighton struggling at the moment despite having a pretty decent side on paper, sat in the relegation zone at the moment. We'd love to get back to winning ways after that defeat against Norwich. We're still on, whisper it very quietly, for the invincible season, although there is a long, long way to go. Here goes Karim Adeyemi, slides it to Joseph Leahy, who's crossed, nearly caught the keeper out. Chilwell into Kenneth Taylor. We've not been quite as good going forward in the past two games as we usually are. Khephren dispossessed, but Austin Bryan will pick up the loose ball. Khephren now to Brennan, and Kvaratskhelia on the move. Brennan Johnson to hit one and turned away by the Brighton shot stopper. Corner will be swung in by our captain, looking for Pau Torres, and it's off the woodwork. Pau Torres, the set piece king, coming ever so close there from the corner. Now we look to come forward. Brennan floats out to Bryan, who doesn't usually get too far forward, going for the Pavard. And yeah, less said about that the better. Well, I'll tell you what, guys, it's all been pretty much plain sailing so far. Great vibes. We've been winning most of our games, but Liverpool are only a point behind us, really doing well to keep pace with us. Their only defeat this year coming to us, and they've won all of the other games bar one which they've drawn, and they're just, as I mentioned, a point behind us and really keeping the pace. Khephren gets half a foot in, but still Brighton come forward, and Mendes has to push it behind from Billy Gilmore's effort, the captain at Brighton. Corner swung in, should be Chilwell's, and it is. And we will calmly play our way out of the back. Brilliant football. And Kvaratskhelia up against Khedira, looking to go the long way round. Maybe it's a brother or a son of Sami Khedira. Kvaratskhelia, brilliant, and Adeyemi can't miss. Karim does it again for Nottingham Forest. Brilliant work by Kvaratskhelia down the left. And it's Karim Adeyemi who ends up finishing it off. Great burst of pace, and Adeyemi completely free at the back stick. Rounds it off for his 10th of the season, into double digits already. And Nottingham Forest, despite not playing our best football, do lead again. Adeyemi swings it in. Torres is under it. Comes out to Kvaratskhelia. Now Taylor. Back to Adeyemi. Khephren at the back stick, and it's another for our French midfielder, Khephren Thuram, who seals off the victory by adding our second. Khephren at it again. Late free kick for Brighton as we look to hold on to the clean sheet. Similar position to that which Norwich scored from in the previous one, and we've obviously worked on it as Khephren clears it at the near post. And Nottingham Forest return to winning ways after the international break. It's another clean sheet for Mendes in goal as well, and we will be staying at the top of the table. Well, we're returning to the City ground here, but I just wanted to have a quick look at the table before we take on Manchester United and Spurs. You can see we're still undefeated with 10 wins and 2 draws in our 12 games. Got the best defensive record as well, although only by 1 goal ahead of Manchester United, who we face next. But you can see 10 points above them already. It looks as if it may potentially be just a 2-horse race between ourselves and Liverpool. Spurs currently sat down in 15th place. Not a very good start for them at all, but we know that they will still have quality. So 2 tough games to close out the episode. episode. It's Manchester United at home, followed by Spurs. So guys, just before we head into this game, I just wanted to show you the Manchester United lineup. They have some absolute superstars in their team. Really, really good in every single position on the pitch. Yusufa Moukoko leads the line as well. I am worried about this game. Our unbeaten run in the Premier League could potentially be coming to an end here. We're at home to Manchester United, who we struggled against when we were at Chelsea. We've been absolutely electric with this Forest team to start the season off. Will Manchester United be able to lay a glove on us, or will we continue our unbeaten start to the season? We know how difficult it is to go a whole season without losing. Benacer, good football from United. Vieira. Foul by Torres. Referee waves play on and Wirtz. Brilliant ball into Anthony. Cross into the middle and Yusufa makes it 1-0 to the away side. Just caught out at the back. And it's Anthony, the £100 million man, still at Manchester United in this save. Into Yusufa Moukoko. And Manchester United take the lead. Romero wins it back. High press from us. Kvaratskhelia into Brennan Johnson. Up against Inacio. Khephren in loads of space if we can find him. Instead it's into Joseph, and now it's Khephren. And it's another goal for Khephren Thuram, who just cannot stop scoring this year. Brilliant ball drilled into Joseph in the middle by Chilwell. A little dink into Thuram. And he beats Bastoni to the ball, heads past Oman, and gives Forest our equaliser. High press, Johnson does well. Brennan wins the ball off Bastoni. Brennan Johnson, 2-1. Terrible goal to give away from Manchester United just before the break and trying to play out from the back. And Brennan Johnson made it all on his own. Wins the ball back off Bastoni. Drives into the area and finesses it past Oman. 2-1 to Forest. We've completed the turnaround and Brennan Johnson has another. Romero, great tackle. Taylor drills it out to Kvaratskhelia. Now Johnson. Lovely bit of skill. Looks for Joseph to seal it. Joseph. Leigh makes it 3, and that may be enough for Nottingham Forest to see off United. 3-1 now and potentially game in the bag. That is a huge third goal for us. This time created by Johnson and finished by Joseph. United starting to throw bodies forward, looking to get back into the game. Anthony into Yusufa. It's a decent effort. And Esteban Mendes turns it over the top. And that should just be enough for Nottingham Forest to seal the victory again here at the City Ground. Had to come from behind this time. We've had some tough games in this episode, but we've come out on top over Erik ten Hag's side. Star-studded, but after they went a goal up, they didn't really threaten, and we turned on the style. 3-1 victors here, and we will continue our unbeaten start to the season. Well, just before we head into this final game against Spurs, we can see that Brennan Johnson's position change to attacking midfielder is now complete. He's been absolutely superb for us. We don't see any growth on him, but he is now converted to an attacking midfielder. He feels so quick on the ball. You can see the 94 acceleration, 90 sprint speed, and 93 agility makes him feel so good on the ball. Really good technical stats, and he's having some season for us. 6 goals and 8 assists in all competitions so far this season. Grona rating, was given the captain's armband when I walked through the door, and he is repaying that faith and then some. So, final game of the episode, once again at home at the City Ground. And it's Tottenham this time visiting us, having a tricky season, currently sat down in 15th place. And they will be looking to kickstart their season here. There's no better way to do it than to beat the current unbeaten leaders of the Premier League. So hoping to kick on and pick up another 3 points here, but Spurs are going to take the lead. There's a brilliant ball into the middle by Cody Gakpo. And as we did against United, we fall a goal behind. Heze with the goal. And Spurs come to Nottingham and take the lead. Tricky first half this for us. Gakpo will swing the corner in. Pau Torres gets something on it at the near post. And will lead the counter charge. Torres into Taylor. Now Joseph. Looks to get it through to Brennan, and it's brilliant covering by... Is that Ramiro Herrera? I think it might be our former player, Ramiro Herrera. I've only just noticed in the back line, but he stepped out there and Joseph's in behind and equalises. Ramiro did well on the first occasion to step across Brennan Johnson, but the two Spurs defenders there getting in a bit of a muddle, marking each other and leaving Joseph free. And he bends it home on his left peg to level it up here at the City ground. We've not been at our best, but again, as we've done all episode and all season long, we managed to fight back and find a way back into it. 1-1 at the break and a big second half to come. Given away by Spurs. Are we set for a similar second half to what we saw against United? We got our equaliser and Joseph, oh, surely not. Oh, that would have been special. The backwards header, Chicharito style, as the keeper came out. Looked to lob it over him, but he managed to get back and clear it. Now Lay looking to turn provider for Brennan. Oh, what a strike. And the captain celebrates his position change with a fantastic goal. Joseph over the top into Brennan, and he hits it first time on the full. And Georgie gets nowhere near it. It's hit home in a flash. Pick that one out. What a strike from Brennan. And we have turned the game on its head. Bravo on the move. Pau Torres comes with him and gets an initial block on it. Shot comes in. And Mendes turns it away. There is the whistle. It's a slender 2-1 victory for Forest, who once again came from behind to win the game, as we did against Manchester United just a week ago. Brilliant turnaround, and again our unbeaten march at the top of the table goes on. Okay then, so that will end today's episode, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. We had some absolutely cracking games in there. And as you can see, after 14 games, it's still pretty tight between ourselves and Liverpool. Just a 4-point gap at the moment, which can easily be caught up, but we do still remain unbeaten. The longer it goes on, the more we start to believe it could happen. We've been absolutely fantastic to start this season off, and I think part of that is due to having no European football. We're playing 1, maybe 2 games in a week, and we can just play our best team in every single game and not have to worry about it. It's been absolutely brilliant to kick off the campaign, and we're already in the driver's seat to win the Premier League, which would be lovely. Of course, as we know, the FA Cup is the one we're really after, and that will be beginning pretty soon. We've just made it to December, so we're into a very busy period, and come the turn of the year, we will have the beginning of the FA Cup. So we've been the best side in England so far. I'd love to win a domestic treble. We will be back in the next one, continuing our title charge in the Premier League, and we've also got our Carabao Cup quarter-final to look forward to as well. I hope to catch you in the next one soon. Peace.